today's video is going to be different. We're going to be reacting to why superpowers would suck in real life.
Invisibility. To some people, invisibility would be a dream superpower. They fantasize about all the things they could do without being noticed. Not exactly heroic things, but when you look closer, it's not as cool as it sounds. Here's the problem. For you to see, light has to hit the back of your eyes. But if you're invisible, light would just pass through you, leaving you blind.
GG's.
And if somehow your eyes could catch light, they would still be visible, making you a pair of floating eyeballs. Just creepy. To go fully invisible, you need to be completely naked. Not that...
No. 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 That can't be right, gang. What do you mean? Like, from the shows, from Marvel, like, when they go invisible, they clothes and shit go right with them. What do you mean I have to, like, strip down naked, butt-ass naked and shit? No.
Some of you would mind that. But you wouldn't be able to carry anything either, and since no one can see you, they would crash into you all the time. You better not use perfume or even make noise breathing. People would still know you are there. Plus, if you're thinking that you could rob a bank, a thermal camera would still spot your heat radiation, making it nearly impossible to sneak in undetected.
So it's a Gooner ability. It's an ability strictly for Gooners. That's basically what it looks like. You can't steal. Nigga, they got thermal cameras and shit now. So you're fucked. But did you guys see The Boys? Like, I think there was a scene where there was a nigga fighting an invisible nigga and he had to use his blood and shit to beat that nigga ass. But still, it's a Gooner ability, bro. I thought this shit was peak, but never fucking mind.
Intangibility. Picture this.
Obito?
You've just unlocked Intangibility.
Yeah.
You're super excited, so you decide to phase your hand through a wall. But the moment you activate your powers, you drop straight through the floor, sinking into the earth. You either deactivate your powers and become fused into rock, suffocating to death, or continue sinking until you reach the molten center of the earth due to gravity, unable to do anything, waiting until you decide to die. Super speed.
Is that, then theoretically, is that the worst ability then? Is that the worst ability? But what if you become tactical with it? Where you can like just can I turn it off and on in like quick situations? So we're like, let's say if I was to like at gunpoint and someone's about to shoot me, I could just jump, activate the intangibility, and then the bullet phases straight through my ass. Then I turn it off, and then I'm just like normal. Let me see what speed I need to be.
A moderate super speed of about 190 miles per hour, like Dash's, wouldn't be so bad. The problems would be minimal. But if we're talking about speed similar to the Flash, without Speed Force, then it would be a disaster waiting to happen. You would have to generate an enormous amount of force, far greater than what the human body can handle, and it would cause your legs to simply rip off your body. Here's another thing. Air isn't empty. It's filled with elements like oxygen and nitrogen, plus tons of tiny dust particles. As you move through air, you're rubbing against these particles, generating friction that produces heat.
Okay. Show me here. Hey, dude moving. Alright, the nigga's... Alright, bro. This nigga's cooked.
Moving at super speed would generate enough heat to burn your entire body.
Literally cooked.
Let's say you don't burn. You still need to see where you're going. Human perception isn't adapted to handle high speeds, so moving at super speed would make everything blurry. The speed at which you think would need to match your physical speed, otherwise you would just crash into things. Possibly doing what A-Train did, just running through people. And in the case...
Yo, oh my gosh, bro. Yo, play the clip.
Poster.
Hey, don't you ever besmirch Billy.
That your perception does keep up, the world around you would seem so slow that you'd basically be stuck in time.
I'd imagine my
Having super
metabolism
speed would
be
also mean
crazy
burning millions of
fast.
calories every day,
Yeah, that
so you'd go broke,
metabolism.
buying all the food needed to keep your metabolism satisfied.
Shit.
Teleportation. As you might know, the Earth is in constant motion through space, moving at around 67,000 miles per hour. It rotates, orbits the sun, and the solar system orbits around the center of the galaxy.
Right, correct.
If you wanted to teleport, you would need to calculate the exact position of the Earth through space, or else you would teleport into space, dying instantly.
Like Minecraft coordinates.
Immortality. If you were given the
That's
choice between dying in 1 year or becoming immortal, what would you choose? The choice seems obvious, doesn't it?
Immortal. The ability of being immortal, it sounds cool until you outlive literally everyone. I mean, sure, you get to like live forever, but you outlive literally everyone. So like I'm assuming you probably like become like numb in a sense, or like not as open emotionally, because everyone you just know they're gonna die. And I don't know, that's a sad ability, bro. I don't want that shit.
Thinking that being immortal would be much better than dying in a year, right? But if you're immortal, you would have to watch everyone you love die over and over again,
like I said,
until you don't have any emotional feelings anymore. You would live to see the human race die out. You would see the world end, and ultimately, you would be drifting in space all alone for eternity. Time stop. Time stop. The superpower desired by many.
Talk to me, bro.
Time stop would be a dream come true for some individuals for obvious reasons. But in
whoa. We are not about to use time stop for gooning. That's strictly invisibility. That's the gooning ability. Invisibility, that's the gooning ability. Time stop? Bro, come on. You could do so much with time stop. Come on. Let's be real here.
Reality, it would be a nightmare. The moment you stop time, the molecules of air around you would stop as well, making it impossible to breathe. It also means photons would stop, rendering you unable to see. So you stop time and become unable to breathe or see until you either resume time or just die. Great power, huh? Super strength.
That's tough.
Super strength sounds awesome, right?
Hell
In
yeah.
real life, though, it's a mess. Everything's designed for regular people, meaning that if you were super strong, you would be breaking doorknobs, keyboards, and glasses left and right.
Not necessarily, because you could like, I'd assume if you were that strong, you could like suppress it. Like, you know, like how we normally are. We could be delicate with our strength and not break things, you know. You just have to be extra delicate if you're that strong. Like, I don't think like the moment you touch something, you tap it and it just disintegrates. I don't think that. No, sir.
Imagine going to hug your mom and breaking her spine because you don't know how to control your strength yet.
No.
Having super strength doesn't mean you're indestructible either. If you punch a wall, for example, because of Newton's third law, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. The force that you applied to the wall would be applied back to you with the same intensity, knocking you back and breaking your hand.
Oh, that's it. And super strength. So that means if you just have that super strength, then you'll just have to like train up to that super strength, so therefore you become peak. I don't know, but W video.